A straight line is passing through a fixed point, 2, comma 3, and it is intersecting coordinate axes at distinct points P and Q. Right, and O is the origin, and this rectangle OPRQ is completed. Then what is the locus of this fourth point? What is the fourth point? R. First 3 points are, one is origin, P and Q are intercepts that this line is making. This line is going through one fixed point 2 comma 3, and this is obviously meeting x and y axis, and those are the 2 points. Origin is the third point, and the fourth point is actually this this rectangle, right? Fourth point is the vertex of this rectangle. Now first let us try to visualize this. How does this look? Okay, how does this rectangle, or how does this line look firstly? Okay, so for example, this point is 2 comma 3. Right, a line is going through this point 2 comma 3, and obviously it is meeting x-axis and y-axis at B and E, let's say. Now origin is one vertex of this rectangle, so obviously the other vertex will be here. So if this is meeting here at let's say alpha, and meeting here at let's say alpha beta, obviously this vertex will have alpha comma beta as the coordinates. For example, if it is here, it is meeting here at 6, and if it is meeting here at somewhere 5, then with this vectors will be obviously 6 and 5, right? Now this line is passing through this 2 comma 3. That means this line can be like this, it can be anywhere, it can be like this also. So it is still going through 2 comma 3, but the line can rotate like anything, right? It is still going through 2 comma 3. Now what are those, where is it meeting? It is meeting x-axis at here and y-axis at this point. So obviously the rectangle would be this, right? Again, alpha and beta. Alpha is the intersection point on x-axis, x-intercept, and beta is the y-intercept, right? We can choose any other place also. So in this case, the line is having a positive slope, and it is meeting x-axis here and y-axis here. If you complete the rectangle, then the point D would be here, and still alpha beta, right? Now, as we move this line which is always going through this point 2 comma 3, and it can do the entire 360 degrees rotation, right? This line only, it has to go through this fixed point. That means it can rotate all 360 degrees, right? As it rotates all the 360 degrees, this vertex of this rectangle, you can see this, right? It is following this curve. You can see this, right? It is following this curve. This curve is looking like a hyperbola, right? When it is having positive slope, the curve is like this. When this line is having negative slope, the curve is actually like this. Okay, now what is the equation of this hyperbola? That is the question, right? That is the locus of this, right? And this point D is moving like this when the line has negative slope, and D is moving here when line has positive slope. Let us try to find algebraically what exactly is the equation of this curve. Okay, now let us assume this line, whatever this line that is given, as x by alpha plus y by beta equals to 1. This is the general equation of any straight line. What does that mean? This is meeting x-axis at alpha and y-axis at beta. Obviously, our required point is alpha comma beta. Right. Now this line is actually always going through this fixed point 2 comma 3. That means 2 comma 3 should satisfy this equation. 2 by alpha plus 3 by beta is equal to 1, which is nothing but 2 beta plus 3 alpha equals to alpha beta. Now, what is our R? What is our R? We are looking for the locus of R. R is nothing but alpha comma beta. Now, what is the locus? Locus means we have to find some relation between alpha and beta. Right, we should be able to express beta in terms of alpha, that is the locus of R. Now here we already have this, right? 2 beta plus 3 alpha equals to alpha beta. We are able to express alpha and beta relation between alpha and beta in this case. Right, 2 beta plus 3 alpha equals to alpha beta. That means if we replace this beta and alpha with x and y, obviously beta will be y and alpha would be x. 2y plus 3x equals to xy. This is the relation between the coordinates of this fourth vertex R, right? And so obviously the equation is 3x plus 2y equals to xy, which is the equation of this curve, right? It is this curve on which this D is moving, right? That is the equation. 3x plus 2y equals to xy. Right, guys? Hope you understood this. Thank you.